There's something different in your genes. Like a mutation.
What? No, that couldn't be. One more time. Oh, is it? Is it? Hold on, hold on. Oh, one more time. You know exactly what this means. Straight to the classic intro. People were complaining. All season 6 episodes, nothing but whining, bitching, and moaning. I look, absolutely agree. I still don't like the power skill set to discount Green Lantern. But guess what? I'll happily trade the elasticity powers that she had in the comic books for mutants to finally arrive on the big screen. I'll tell you right now, that small 2-second clip, I probably paused the video and rewound it like 100 times just so I can hear it again, just so that I can make sure that my ears were not deceiving me. And my ears are not deceiving me at all. This is the first, in my opinion, this is literally the first time. We've gotten small references before, but the first concrete time that Marvel's ever dropped a hint, a clue, a wisp of the fact that mutants are in the MCU. So, how are we going to do this going forward? Because the question that needs to be asked is, if there are mutants, where are they? Or is the approach that Marvel's essentially taking that mutants essentially are starting to pop up now? And if they are popping up now, what exactly is causing them to pop up now? Because of course in the comic books, Kamala Khan is inhuman. She was basically transformed during Terrigenesis into an inhuman with the powers of Embiggen, but they couldn't do that for the MCU. Of course, as you know, a couple years ago we had major disputes about who owns this, who owns that. Fox owned like all of the X-Men, but not really Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch because they were part of the Avengers. And then Marvel owned all the B-tier heroes, but then they turned all the B-tier heroes into A-tier heroes. And if you dare sit there and tell me that Iron Man is an A-tier hero, as somebody who read comic books in the 90s, my man was mostly treated as a joke, a drunk alcoholic. Robert Downey Jr., the gift that he is, skyrocketed the popularity of that character across the board with his own goddamn charisma. And I will stand by that, and most other comic book people will stand by that as well. The exact same thing with Captain America. Captain America was fun, but he wasn't a big hero. The big heroes were the X-Men, Spider-Man. Those were the ones that basically like drew people in. The Fantastic Four. That's why all of those different studios owned all of those different characters, because those were the characters who were selling comic books. Yes. I'm happy as hell that the X-Men are essentially in the MCU, or they're on their way to being a part of the MCU, because I want to see who exactly gets cast in all of these roles essentially. There's another thing that no one's actually ever spoke about. When Kamala first gets sent to the Shadow Realm, I don't remember what it's called. I just call it the Shadow Realm. I've been watching too much Stranger Things, so I damn near almost called it the Upside Down. But when she gets sent to that realm, when she first receives her powers, we see all of these characters or these people standing there as like statues in stone. And we know that we're building up towards a Secret Wars. I'm really wondering if the reason why we just got the little snippet of the X-Men theme in this is because where mutants essentially have been is there. The people that we were seeing in like the stone form, they aren't basically the Jinn. Those are the X-Men and the mutants who've essentially been removed from our world and placed in that world in a form of stasis. Because someone said on Twitter or on like another video that I was watching that the way in which Cameron's mother crystallized was very similar to how the Terrigen Mist works. And the Terrigen Mist is fatal to mutants. So the question that people had was whether or not there was some level of a connection. We don't know, because Miss Marvel never really addresses who those people were standing there in stone. I'm really hoping that we end up addressing that at some point in time down the line. But for the most part, mutants. Finally, in the MCU, the first hints that is what we are getting, and I am super fucking excited. The Miss Marvel review is definitely going to be coming after this. Like, I'm super hyped. It's like 4 a.m. So we'll do the review for Miss Marvel, and then we've got a bunch of other boys stuff that we're going to roll out as well. But I will catch you in the next one.